Hello again, fellow gamers. What's up? It's Maticon bringing you another Diablo 2 Resurrected video. This one is part 1 walkthrough on the Act 1 quests in the campaign. Now in this video, we'll be covering the first 3 quests in Act 1, and as usual, timestamps for each quest are in the video description. But with all that said, let's do this. Alright, so we're here in town, and it's the rogue encampment. You're going to speak with Akara here when you go up to her. She will give you the first official quest of the game. It is called to clear out the Den of Evil, and your quest icon pops up there, and when you pull up your quest indicator in your options, you can see the quest highlighted right there. And you're going to head towards out of town here. Go down a little more here to the Bloodmoor Zone area. Now the Den of Evil should not take you too long to find. These maps are randomly generated. Of course, kill any enemies that are in your way and keep exploring, and you can see what it looks like there on the mini map, the cave, dungeon, Den of Evil that we're headed to right now, and here it is. So we'll go ahead and go inside. Good to go. Alright, and if you look at your quest log, it just popped up, and you open that up, you'll see that it says the Den of Evil, kill all the enemies here in the den. Alright, go at it, start killing all these enemies. As so, we're going to skip ahead towards the end. You notice your little box came up and said there's a few enemies left, as you can see here. So we're going to eliminate them and get this quest just about done here. One more. Alright, and that'll do it. There's your first quest. As you can see the light coming in, you have definitely cleared out the Den of Evil. There's a little box cam up on your screen, and pull up your quest log. You'll see return to Akara for a reward, and you can either port to town or walk back. I prefer just to use a town portal. A lot of potions I picked up I can sell, that's for sure. Go through the town portal, and here we are back at town. Now that we're back in town, we're going to head back up to Akara and turn in our quest to get our rewards. And there she is there. Speak with her. Now, her first reward she gives you is 1 free skill point to put into any of your skill trees. Is here. You can see the 1 skill point there, and right at the bottom that you can spend. And if you look at your quest log screen, you'll see that the Den of Evil quest has been officially completed. Now, for your other reward, she gives you the ability to reset your stats and skills 1 time, and you'll only get this ability once per difficulty playthrough. So be smart and be wise when you decide to respec or reset your skill points here, because again, you get it only 1 time per playthrough. Alright, we're going to move on to the second quest called Sister's Burial Grounds. Now go ahead and speak with Keisha in town, and she wants you to eliminate Bloodraven. As you scroll through her dialogue, I guess they had some past issues, obviously, because she wants you to eliminate her. So go ahead and open up your quest log when it pops up, and you can see if there, kill Bloodraven at the burial ground. So we're going to head back out of town here to the Bloodmoor Zone. And I have most of this on the way. The enemies killed, obviously, eliminate any enemies that you have during your travels here. And there's a straggler that was left over. Take care of him. And continuing on the dirt path here, and you'll notice that if you stay towards kind of where the path is, it does generally lead you from zone to zone, usually the fast way instead of clearing it all out. But if you want to clear it all out first, then move on. I mean, that's great. Play how you want to play here, and you'll know you're getting close because you'll see Flabby, this rogue, and continue on past her, and there we are. We are now entered the Cold Plains. Alright, now we're on the Cold Plains here. Go ahead and get the waypoint if you haven't gotten it yet. I have already. Follow the dirt path a bit. Usually will, as I said before, kind of get you zone to zone through this here. I've, again, farmed the enemies out so we can speed up the tutorial process and kind of show you your map size. And there is a shrine. Definitely grab those shrines. They're so useful most of the time for your stats or temporary buffs. So keep an eye out for those. They are great benefit to have. And we're getting there, getting close, back on the dirt path here. Alright, and now we have officially entered the burial grounds. So go ahead and come through here, and then There is something I would highly recommend that you do before you go into the cemetery here to initiate the Blood Raven fight, and that is to go around the edges and eliminate the enemies around the actual cemetery itself, because it gives you a place to fall back to if you are having trouble with the fight and not have to deal with even more enemies. So definitely clear those out for sure before you initiate the fight if you do wish to do so. Alright, with the edges clear, let's go in there and eliminate Blood Raven. Now, you're going to notice when you go in here, she likes to move around a lot. She's quick, but she summons this army of dead or undead. So you want to basically do some CC or some crowd control. You know, get some of these guys down to make the fight a little easier, and then go after her. Because it's, you know, quite a bit easier to only have a few enemies to kill and go after her than have, you know, 10 or 12 of her stooges following you here. So again, she's not too difficult to kill. She's just very mobile and quick. You get some hits in on her, and you'll get her, you know, without too much trouble there. And yay, there we go. We eliminated Blood Raven, and here's the nice special lighting effects that you get with this Resurrected version, which is, I think, pretty neat, pretty good. Thanks, Blizzard. And we open up our quest journal, and there it is. We've killed Blood Raven, completed the quest. Go back to town, speak to Keisha for your reward, and we will port back here. Come talk to Keisha. Now what she does is she gives you this rogue companion NPC as a follower that will help you kill enemies. And if she ever dies, basically you can also come back to Keisha and hire another one for a small fee, of course, but the first one is free, which is kind of cool and nice to have some extra DPS as you go on your travels. But that will officially finish up, as you can see, the second quest here in Act 1, Sister's Burial Grounds, done.
Alright, to pick up the third Act 1 quest, you're going to head over to Akara after you defeat Blood Raven and talk to her. She'll give you the Search for Deckard Cain quest, so, which is right there. You're going to go rescue Cain, as so. And then we're going to go to the town waypoint, go to the Cold Plains, and once there, you can see it is a rather large map and a couple large areas we are going to be going through. So obviously you'll be fighting enemies. I have this clear just to speed the quest walkthrough up. And one other thing you'll notice in Diablo 2 is that the maps that you pull as far as where things are at are all random or RNG. So usually nothing's ever in the same spot over and over and over. Enemies and monsters, the, you know, waypoints, they're all randomized where they will appear on the map. Pick up the Stony-filled waypoint for sure. As well as any shrines that you see, they're always nice to have and beneficial. So if you see those, they will definitely help you on your travels, going from zone to zone to zone as you're grinding and leveling up. And you'll notice just to the left there, there's some vertical stones in the minimap. That's where we'll be coming back to in just a little bit. So, alright, and we're on the underground passage level 1. There's another shrine you can get. And again, the enemies are cleared here, so I can give you an accurate size as far as the area and the map, what you're going to be dealing with here. And you're looking for the entrance to the Dark Wood is where we're going. You can go down to the level 2 part of this dungeon. There's an elite and a treasure chest. You might get some good gear, possibly RNG drops as usual. So, but if you don't want to go down there to level 2, you don't have to. Just look for the Dark Wood is where we're going, like I mentioned. And we're getting there here. Just catching my bearings for half a second on these things. So, but as you'll see, it's in the top left. That's where we're heading to right now. And we're just about there. Alright, the Dark Wood. Here we go. Alright, once in the Dark Wood, we're going to head out. And, of course, if you don't miss out on those, and we're going to head down a bit more. You'll notice on the mini-map that there's that tree-looking symbol, and any enemies, of course, that you run into along the way, eliminate them. And then I, of course, try to take a shortcut here, but there's no fence opening, so I got to double back, go around here, of course, down to the tree. Once you're here, click on it to get the scroll. Go ahead and pick up the scroll there. And then if you look in your quest log, it'll say to go talk to Akara in town. Now that you have the scroll, so port back to town by town portal or waypoint, go up to Akara, and she'll tell you she's deciphered the scroll, and now you got to go back to the stony field and interact with those vertical stones I was telling you about earlier as we were going through there. And there's the quest log telling you there to go back to the stony field. Alright, use the waypoint or town portal to get back to the stony field, and we're going to head towards the left of the map here. If you noticed earlier, I mentioned those vertical stones on the mini map that we'll be coming back to. That's exactly where we are headed now, as so, and we're just about there. And once you do get to the stones, what you're going to want to do is go into your inventory, pull up the scroll, and take a look at the scroll itself, and it will show you in what order to hit the stones to cast a portal to get to Tristram, where Cain is at, and start activating these. And if you activate the wrong one, it won't work, so it's really just easy. You can tap away and it'll be fine. And here's the big event with all the wonderful lighting. Here comes the portal to Tristram. Let's do this. Yay, we're in Tristram, finally, after all that running around in zones. So clear out all the enemies here in Tristram. You will see a familiar face or two, I should say, if you played Diablo 1 before. So head towards the middle. This is where Cain is at, hanging in that cage. Hang in there, Cain. I'll be with you in just a minute. I'm just going to kill these last enemies here. And as so, walk up to the cage and you hit it. It knocks it down. And he gets freed and goes straight to town. You're welcome, Cain. He does thank you. And then explore Tristram. It's not huge. And take a look at everything. Especially come over here to Wart's body and pick up, what's this? When you click on it, Wart's leg. I wonder what that's for. It's for the secret cow level later on. Moo, 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 moo. So be sure to pick up Wart's leg for sure. There, and good to go. When you look at your quest log now, it will say to go back to town and speak with Cain and Akara to turn in your requests and get your rewards. Now, when you're in town and you talk to Cain, his quest reward is he will now identify items for you from the game here out, which is really, really nice and convenient. All your, magic, rare, and unique items for free. You don't have to buy or use a scroll of identify. Definitely worth it for sure. And when you head back over to Akara, her reward for this isn't quite as good. She gives you a ring after you speak with her for rescuing Cain. And the ring that I got was, on this playthrough, on this RNG, not very good. But hey, it's worth some gold if you don't use it, right? That's for sure. When you look at your quest log now, it says quest completed. You have rescued Cain. Great stuff, fun. But with that, that'll complete this part 1 of your Act 1 quest walkthrough guide. And as always, enjoy it, everybody. Thank you.